Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to the court's June 2025 swearing-in ceremony. Please keep your audio muted throughout the ceremony. If you wish to follow the speaker, you may want to set your view to speaker view. Mr. Julio Castillo, Clerk of the Court of Appeals, will now offer opening remarks.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and congratulations. Today I will be administering the oath. When I administer the oath, I will use the word swear. If you object to that, you can substitute it for the word affirm. Also, I ask that you turn off all of your phones so that we don't get any interruption. And also, when I administer the oath, I will ask that you stand and raise your right hand. Thank you, and I'll turn the phone back the mic to the host.
The courtroom clerk will now open the courtroom.
All persons having business before the Honorable Associate Judge, now presiding over the District of Columbia Court of Appeals. Draw near and give your attention. God save the United States and this honorable court. This honorable court's now in session. Please come to order.
The Honorable Judge Shanker will now offer introductory remarks.
Good morning. My name is Vijay Shankar, and I'm an Associate Judge of the District of Columbia Court of Appeals. On behalf of all of my colleagues on the court, I am pleased to welcome you, the prospective new members of the bar, as well as your friends and families, to our virtual bar admission ceremony. Generally, when I come to court to hear cases, it is a serious and sobering affair, so it is a real pleasure to preside over a joyful occasion like this swearing-in ceremony, and I can happily inform you that by the time we finish here today, you will all be prevailing parties. The Court of Appeals is a relatively new court. We were created by Congress in 1970 to review appeals from the district's trial court, the Superior Court of the District of Columbia, as well as appeals from DC administrative agencies. The court created the DC Bar, and it is our duty to oversee its members, including ruling on motions for admission of new members. Today, that motion will be made on your behalf by Ms. Ilea Welch, Staff Attorney for the Committee on Admissions.
Good morning. On behalf of the Committee on Admissions for the District of Columbia Court of Appeals, I, Ilea Welch, Staff Attorney for the Committee on Admissions at the District of Columbia Court of Appeals, move the motion to the bar of this court, the applicants whose names appear on the attached list and who have satisfied the requirements for admission to the bar of this court. On behalf of the Committee on Admissions, I certify to the court that these applicants possess the necessary qualifications for admission to the bar. Thank you. Judge Shanker.
Thank you, Ms. Welch. While it may appear that I am giving this motion only cursory review, I received the motion before today's ceremony, and I know that the Committee on Admissions has devoted a great deal of time to your applications and would not have put you on this list if anything were out of order. So I am pleased on behalf of the court to grant the motion to admit today's candidates as members of the DC Bar. I will now recognize Mr. Castillo, our clerk of the court, to administer the oath.
Thank you, Judge Shanker. If you can stand and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that as a member of the bar of this court, I will demean myself uprightly and according to law, and that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America. I turn the mic over now to Ms. Farmer.
Honorable Judge Shanker will now give judicial remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Castillo. Congratulations to the newest members of the bar. It is a great honor to be the first to officially welcome you to the DC Bar as new attorneys. While our jurisdiction covers one of the smallest geographic areas in our nation, the District of Columbia Bar stands strong as the largest unified bar in the United States. Today, you have joined a community of over 110,000 people who practice in all 50 states and in over 80 countries across the world. This means that virtually anywhere you go in this nation or world, you will find fellow members of our bar. You should be genuinely and unabashedly proud of yourselves. Today marks the end of a long journey and the beginning of an even more important one. Becoming a member of the DC Bar is no small achievement. It's the result of years of preparation, intense study, and a deep commitment to the law. You have passed rigorous academic challenges, survived the bar exam, and demonstrated that you are ready to step into a profession that demands intelligence, judgment, and integrity. Let me take a moment to recognize all of the sacrifices that brought you here, your late nights, your anxious mornings, and likely more than a few moments when you asked yourself, why am I doing this? Well, now you know, you are here and you belong. Joining the DC Bar means more than simply being licensed to practice in the nation's capital. You are now part of a community of professionals who play a central role in shaping our democracy, defending the rule of law, and serving the public interest. Whether you work in a federal or local agency, a nonprofit, private practice, or academia, your work has the potential to touch lives, influence policy, and strengthen justice, not just locally, but nationally and even globally. This city is like no other. It's a place where legal questions and public policy intersect on a daily basis. You may find yourself advising a government official, advocating for regulatory reform, assisting a vulnerable client, or helping to draft language that could eventually become law. You are part of a tradition of lawyers who do more than litigate. You interpret, you influence, and you lead. As you begin your career or as you take your next step in it, allow me to offer 3 pieces of advice, 3 guideposts that I hope will serve you well as you move forward. First, protect your integrity always. Your reputation will follow you in this city. People will remember how you handle difficult situations, how you treat opposing counsel, and whether you keep your word. The law offers power and privilege, but with it comes responsibility. Resist shortcuts. Do the right thing even when no one is watching. As the saying goes, practice with a sharp mind, not with sharp elbows. Your future clients, colleagues, and community will count on you to be someone they can trust, and that begins with the choices you make today. Second, never stop learning. Earning your bar license is not the end of your legal education. It's the beginning of a lifelong commitment to learning. Especially here in Washington, where the law and public policy evolve constantly, staying informed is not optional, it's essential. Take advantage of the resources the bar offers. Attend continuing education, legal education seminars, join sections that interest you, find mentors, and be a mentor to someone else when the time comes. The best lawyers aren't the ones who know everything, they're the ones who realize they do not and who keep asking questions. Third, find your reason. It's easy, particularly in this fast-paced, competitive environment, to get caught up in career markers, titles, salaries, promotions. But the most fulfilled lawyers I know are the ones who stay connected to why they do this work. Whether it's protecting civil rights, building a better regulatory system, advocating for children or immigrants, or simply solving complex problems with skill and care, find the reason that lights you up and revisit it often. It will ground you, and it will carry you through the tough cases and the long days. Let me close with this. The legal profession does not just need brilliant minds, it needs courageous hearts. It needs people who will use their knowledge not only to succeed, but to serve. As lawyers, you hold a unique place in society. You are stewards of justice, interpreters of rights, and often defenders of the voiceless. That is no small responsibility, but I have every confidence that you are ready. So today, as we celebrate your success, I also invite you to see this not just as a personal victory, but as an opportunity to contribute to something larger than yourself. Congratulations, welcome to the DC Bar, and welcome to the next chapter of your legal journey.
This honorable court is now adjourned.